This is a video of the February 2018 ice harvest at Lake Itasca. This is a joint venture between Minnesota D.N.R, Itasca Park, and the Lake Itasca Region Pioneer Farmers.
We actually had to have ice as an alternative way to keep your dairy products cool, as well as to keep beverages cool in the summer. We're starting to get the first walks out in our dry cut area, and what you can see what they are doing is they scoured with the saw. They are then using like a pry bar to break through the ice to get to that natural fracture line, and now they're just breaking the bottom out. You can take some pictures, and look how beautiful these blocks of ice are as they're coming out nice and crystal colored.
They don't take it away down.
So, I'm going to see how long my batteries are going to last with the cold weather. Oftentimes they don't last very long. They're just using a pry bar to pry them out. They use the circular saw and they actually score a line initially with boards to get a nice perfect grid. They can then use the circular saw and walk across and cut that. They can set the saw to the depth that they want. They may pre-test the area to see how deep your total ice is, and then they would make the depth according to the size blocks, and also so a safe area, as you can see, so you can stand in without breaking through the ice as well. Gary, if you want to hold up your ice tongs, those are just basic ice tongs. They're similar to log dogs and for grabbing and grasping and pulling them out. The size blocks they're pulling out right now are between 50 pounds and 75 pounds on those blocks of ice. He needs to get a couple tons of ice, so they got a little bit of work ahead of them today to get their year's supply of ice. So if you think how many pounds are in a ton? 2,000? So we got 2,000 pounds to get a ton, and you have to have a couple tons of ice to get you through your summer season. He's got a little ways to go, because if these are 50 pounds, we probably only have 250 pounds going. You gotta get working. So, it's just teasing them. But it is, as you can see, it is a little cold today, and you can see how when you bring those blocks out, that they talked about how when the temperatures were under 10 degrees, you tend to get more brittle ice. As he's working it, you can actually hear it cracking, and when they actually pull it out and it is exposed to the air, you'll actually hear kind of a crackling sound as the ice becomes quite fragile. And even when the blocks start sitting there, you'll hear them cracking a little bit. You can see how sometimes corners will break off. In the ice market, they really like to have nice, perfect, uniform, square blocks of ice. And many of you might be collectors of antiques. You yourself might have an old ice box in your house. It was the lead-lined box that has a beautiful wood exterior, multiple doors. One of the chambers was designed to hold a block of ice. The blocks of ice would vary in size, but oftentimes ice markets would cut ice to the size that would fit right into your ice box at home. There would be a drip pan to catch the water as it drips, and the ice man would come by like every day with his wagon in town and get you a fresh block of ice if you needed one. There are different tools that they would use ice cutting, and this method is pretty basic. There's very few tools you need for it, but as you brought it into your home, or even the ice man, lost power. Even the ice, are we losing power? Even the ice man would have special tools. There'd be shaving tools that people would own in their homes if you wanted to shave off fine scrapings of ice to put in your like your lemonade or your tea. There would be ice picks if you wanted to chisel off a chunk of ice or something as well. So there are a variety of tools backed by the red pickup truck that you can go and look at as well. There's various Pioneer Farmer members that can maybe help you and tell you what some of those tools are as well. We're going to also go and take a peek. I have to warm my batteries for a little bit. We're going to take a peek and see how our old-fashioned hand sawing method is going. That's a much more labor-intensive method, and like I said, if anybody comes to me your cold, grab a saw, you'll warm up in about 3 minutes. You'll be nice and hot and toasty. We'll take some break.
Thanks for watching. If you're in the area, come to our annual Preston Show. It's always the third week in August.
You can see, if you look over at the old